Why is there so much cruelty in the world? He was mocked just because he was overweight, and because he didn't want to hear people laugh at him. He always wore noise-canceling headphones while he ate, but they still bullied him on purpose. Foss, now in his 40s, had carried deep emotional scars since childhood. At work, he was constantly picked on, with almost no one willing to help him, and he never dared to fight back. The next day, they dragged Foss into the bathroom. Without hesitation, they turned on the faucet, and the water hit him like a knife, but he just stood there like a puppet, not fighting back at all. The next day, his supervisor came to Foss and asked if his coworkers were bullying him. Foss hesitated. Maybe it was because of the kindness deep down in him, or maybe he just wanted to hold on to what little dignity he had left. Either way, he brushed it off casually, and that was the end of it. Whenever he felt lonely or stressed, Foss would go to that familiar restaurant. As soon as the owner saw him, he would wordlessly clear the place, sitting across from him, and like always, bring out a plate of fried noodles. Foss was in his 40s, with a thinning hairline and a stocky 200-pound frame. He worked as a baggage handler at the airport, and the job was brutal. Maybe because he was so introverted, he was still completely alone. Loneliness seemed to follow him everywhere. Whenever he wanted to escape that unspeakable emptiness, he'd drive out to the quiet riverbank, turn on the radio, call in to the host, and request a heavy metal song. That was when he felt the most relaxed, the most himself. That day, Foss finally gritted his teeth and spent a huge amount of money on the remote control car he'd been craving. On the way home, he ran into the little girl who had just moved in nearby. She looked curiously at the toy in his hands and asked who it was for.
Är det han du straffar?
Nej,
Fränkte henne?
nej.
Är det med inte sant?
Foss was caught off guard and didn't know how to answer. Luckily, her father came over just then, said a quick hello, and smoothly changed the subject, saving Foss from the awkward moment. It was snowing outside, and there weren't many people around. Foss walked out into the street and started playing in the wind and snow like a kid, showing his innocent, kind, and simple side. The freezing cold cut right through him. But for Foss, that loneliness and that cold were exactly what he wanted. He liked being far from people, in that empty, quiet space. On Foss's birthday, his mom prepared him a piece of clothing, while his stepfather gave him a hat to cover up his looks. He even signed him up for dance class. On the surface, they said it was to help him make friends, but really they just wanted him out of the house. What Foss didn't expect was that the dance class had a casual cowboy theme, while his mom had dressed him in a very formal suit. Once he realized he didn't fit in at all, and because he was terrified of dealing with people, he quietly slipped away. He went back to his car, because only in that closed-off little space did he feel a little safe. Then a sudden blizzard hit, and everyone leaving dance class rushed home. A woman walked toward Foss's car,